We're back now with Kevin's barn. I'll tell you what, I couldn't be any happier with Kevin's barn than I am right now. He's got these horses racing some good. Unfortunately, we lost Buckingham the other day, but that's not Buckingham, or that's not our fault. We had a room where she could win. We talked about this with our clients, saying, she's proven time and time again she's just below that stake level and that condition level. She was the best horse in there. She got parked the other night, got a rough trip, but she was probably one of the better horses in there. The good news is we can slide Sunshine in back to Grand River and start putting her in that class also. She's better on a 5/8, but she can do on a half also. So that's perfect for us as far as logistics are concerned. So unfortunately we lost Buckingham, but we do have a horse for that class. Cruising in Angus is racing really well, is training back really, really well right now. I saw him go the other day. I thought he looked like $1 million, this colt. So Kevin's got him healed up and looking really, really good. Horse that he has looking great is Cruising in Style. And with everything going on, we talked about this a minute ago, with everything going on, we don't get to talk that much about Cruising in Style. This is a colt that's matured well. He's been slowly getting into form, and I think that probably is indicative of the weather we had all winter long and how hard it was to get fast miles into him. Now you're starting to see him come on. 53 last week, I think 53 or 54 this week. Just looking for the best spot to race him. A couple of ideas we're going to bounce off our clients this week. You could always just go right to Yonkers, but there's a number of places a horse like Cruising in Style will be very, very useful. So Kevin has him looking great. Master Saver didn't look great the other night. Last night, Mario drove him. I don't know what went on. Anytime I've ever seen this horse race bad, he ran. It's the only time I think in my life I actually saw him get beat fair and square and looked weak. So I don't know whether he's sick or what happened with him, but I'm going to drive him next week. Road Tripper is in the pool, so I guess not really in Kevin's barn. Kevin loves this horse. And Georgia, who works for Kevin, owns a small piece of this horse. He's swimming right now because his feet are just too small for his body, and it's causing some real problems with his feet. So Road Tripper's in the pool. Timo Houdini's in the stall. Obviously, that broken coffin bone, he won't even start back until late in the fall, early winter. Timo Tulo made a break in Clinton. He's in to go tomorrow night with the 10-hole. I'm not very optimistic about that. We're going to have to find a different kind of spot for Timo Tulo also. It's helpful having him with no wins. We can race him in the maiden, but the maiden's tough right now, so it's not really that helpful at all. So Timo Tulo, 10-hole tomorrow, looking tough. We're going to have to find a better, easier spot for him. Now, obviously, Bottle of Red, Brush Cut left, Ailsun left, and went adjacent. So that left, don't believe me, just watch. Wow, what a trip he went for Sylvain Filion last night. 2 moved him, 53 and, what do you go, 53 and 1, 53 and 4, something like that. Last quarter in 27 seconds. Man, oh man, you could never believe a horse this small could turn into such a little tank. And he is a gritty little bugger. He raced absolutely awesome. Very, very impressed with him. Very impressed with him. Merzank Hanover's getting very close. Kevin trained her in 2.6 last week. She looked really good. You guys forgot about her. I know Daryl didn't, but you guys forgot about her. Thank you. Why are you giving her more? Hey, Eve, keep trying her, honey. Ava. Ollie, can you help me out here, please? So Merzank Hanover getting very, very close. Now, a little frustration the other day. One of our clients had emailed me and said, Anthony, Tiamo Hanover's trotting hobbles broke in the morning. Need your opinions broke at night. Do you guys get shitty equipment or what? Excuse me, sorry my language. No, at the end of the day, I don't think I ever remember a pacing hobble breaking at our barn forever. Trotting hobbles will break. I mean, it was funny, I was just telling Amy, I had ordered 3 heavy-duty pulleys from Amazon. It's not hard to make trotting hobbles. We know how long the ropes are. We know how to fasten them with metal with metal clips so that they stick. And we already have all the straps in place to make hobbles. So we should be able to make some durable hobbles, and that's what we're going to try and do. I know it's frustrating when they break. It's frustrating for me when I'm sitting behind them, but when a giant fridge of a horse like Tiamo Hanover's wearing those hobbles a little tight and torquing on them, those nylon pieces sometimes just can't take it. And it's frustrating, I know, but it is what it is, and we're going to continue to do the best we can. We do wear hobbles tight, like White Tiger broke his hobbles, and I'll tell you what, Spirit of DL, there's not a horse on earth wears them tighter than her. There are going to be hobbles broke. The best we can do is keep an eye on them, make sure they don't go on the track with any hobbles that look like they may break, because if they look like they may, they will. So So that was Need Your Opinion. Yeah, she broke a hobble coming out of the first turn the other night. No big deal. We'll train her up Monday or Tuesday. She's got a stake race coming up. She's going into the Gold also. We got a large contingency going into the Golds this year at Toronto. Trafalgar obviously is going in. Need Your Opinion is. I think we have 4. Mario has 2. Wiggle Delight and Miss Brampton Beast also qualified well the other day. Now, you saw the difference between Frontier Cruise last week and this week. We changed his shoes to aluminum shoes, let his head down. That's what needs to happen with Miss Brampton Beast too. Now, that would be one scary thing if you extrapolated that speed. You saw Frontier Cruise go from 2 minutes to 56. Now the track was a little, let's say it's a second or so for a horse with a big trappy gait. When you drop that gate down and they could use those shoes in a fluid motion. Miss Brampton Beast could be a scary, scary filly this week also. Aluminum's on up front, hobbles out a little bit, head down low. She could be a scary, scary little horse to watch race this week. Who else we got? Need Your Opinion. Watch Av. A lot of people said, Watch Av, he didn't look as good. Watch Av popped 2 curbs 2 weeks ago. That's a little disconcerting for a lot of people. Not for me. That means it's been bothering him for a while. We cooled them out. We crowded them on Saturday. You said they crowded them? Yeah. Crowded them on Saturday. That's about 4 days off. Some light jogging. He'll be back ready to go in a couple of weeks. It's a long, long summer. The grassroots are going to go fast. The golds are going to go fast. We can pick up money along the way with this colt. He's a nice colt, and he's going to make a nice 3-year-old. Our job now is to protect him and make sure that we have the best horse going out, so we have the best horse coming in. If we like what we see, take it easy on him, focus on his 3-year-old season. If we don't, all right, bud, thank you. If he doesn't turn out to be a nice little horse this summer, we can move him. So that is Watch Av and Willpower Fashion. Everybody's like, what are you doing with Willpower? Where's he going? We schooled Willpower Fashion with aged horses the other day in 2 minutes, and he looked like an aged horse. I don't think I should be able to go to the PA All-Stars with him, but he'll be going to the Sire Stakes shortly after, along with Sebastian Yu. So that's Kevin's Burn. A lot's been going on with Kevin's Burn. Very impressed with how he's managed his bunch and how they are racing right now. Very excited to see how the rest of the summer is going to go for him. We'll be back in a minute. I have to work on Jason's Burn. Obviously, a ton of horses just landed in Jason's Burn.